to bring back a report to the Klal Yisrael. First of all, we have here a very distinguished crowd in Olam. It's really a pleasure and a privilege to learn in Olam that they appreciate, that they cherish Chodev them Divrei Torah, and they understand the shot and the message. It's through the shaman, like the Zohar brings. It's through the shaman. It's ears that listen. So it makes the delivery and the message delivered with much more depth and warmth. It adds tremendously. And there was one particular Chassidish Rabbi was Shalashudis. He was saying Shalashudis Torah. So there was sitting there a Litvak. So he questioned. The Rebbe was saying all sorts of deep thoughts in Torah and numerical values, gematria. That adds up this adds up to this adds up to this. Like we know, it has special meaning. Everybody likes to give in denominations of Chai. There's Ches is 8, and Yud is 10, is 18. So you give them in denominations of 18, 1836, 180, 1800, 18,000, and so on and so on. So, but it has to add up correctly. Not like, he asked somebody, how much is 2 and 2? He said, before he commits himself, is that to give or to take? But it has to add up correctly. So this Litvak was sitting by the Rebbe, was saying Torah, with Matthews. So he asked one of the Chassidim, he said, did you check? Did you add it up? Did you total it? Did it come out right? He said, Sheges, Mtasach. The Rebbe is very generous, he would a lot more, Mtasach there. Yeshua bin Nun, Yeshua. Yeshua was the Talmud of Moshe Rabbeinu, so he was by birth, by the bris, they gave him a name, Hoshea. So Moshe Rabbeinu, when the Tchuf of that period by the Radlim, he made Vayikra Moshe bin Nun, he changed it from Shea bin Nun to Yehoshua bin Nun. They added the Yud. He said, Ko Yoshiacho Me'atzas Radlim. That you shouldn't be under the counsel of the spies that misled the Klal Yisrael to shaken their emunah, their betochen. We'll be able to conquer it. So they shaken everybody's emunah betochen. So Moshe Rabbeinu added a yud to Hoshea's nun to make him Yehoshua. Chazal tell us where the yud came from. Where did Moshe Rabbeinu take yud from? Because when by Sarah Imenu, before her name was Sarah, so her name was Sarai. Called Sarai, called Sarai. So Chazal bring Yud, it had feelings. It felt slighted because it said, I was a part of the name of Shidkonius, Sorry Menu, I was part of her name, and now you took me out of her name. You added whatever you added. But what's going to be with me? You took away me from that honor, that cover of being part of the name of Shidkonius. So the Chazal tells the Rebbe told Sorry Menu, told the Yud, it said, don't worry about it. You're going to be well taken care of. You'll be well rewarded. Because until now, you were part of the name of its 20 years, that's true, but you are at the very end of her name. So he said, there'll come a time when you'll be not only part of the name of its 20 years, but you'll be part of the name of a tzaddik, and not at the end, but at the beginning of the name. So that's where the Yud, that's where Shea bin Nun, Yehoshua, that's where he got his name. There was in a shtetl in the town a Bismedrish that had to add seats. They didn't have enough, the seats that were originally built, when they built this medrash, it wasn't enough seats. A lot of them kept growing this fault. So there happened to be, there was quite a space between the Mizrach, the very front, very prestigious Choshev front row, which was right facing the Mizrach, the Mizrach wall. So they had the Gabon, the trustees, took upon themselves, and they added benches between the Mizrach and the first row of seats. Because there was room, they sell, in many Beit they sell seats. So the Mizrach is the most expensive seat. It's very, very makover, it's a big honor. This is close up front. So now, which was the first row of seats, became the second row. So those that had bought seats, which at one time was the first row, came with a tiny, they came with a grievance, a complaint to Rabbi, that those first seats belonged to them. Because that's what they bought originally. They bought first seat. Now they're the second. The guy said, no, we don't. We have a right to put another set of rows. We didn't move you from where you were. The fact that we put another row of benches, there's no way that we're obligated to give you that front row. That's we have a right to do what we want. Between the two parties, they couldn't settle the six of the argument. This one said they're right, this one said they're right. So they went to the Sheptiker Rav, they went to ask him about how to settle this machlekes. So he said, from this medrash by Yisora, and Yeshua, we have here a psak. He said, how? He said, the Yud had a complaint that it was previously part of its name, and now it isn't. So they pacified, they said, the Yud is pacified, it became not only part of its Tzidkonius name, but part of its Tzaddik's name, and not the end, but the first. But then he said, look at that. Before Yeshua's name, but Yeshua was Hoshea. So the beginning of the name was a Hey, Hoshea. Now that you put the Yud in front of it, so the Hey became the second letter of his name. So now the Hey became second fiddle. So, and we don't find anywhere that the Hey had any kind of agreement with Tanya that they took and they put me the second one instead of the first. So it seems the Rav said that if you don't move someone or something, you just put a yid. They put yid in the front so you can't have any times. So the Kabbalim had the right to put new members in the new Mizrah. Chanani v'Akasha Oimer, Rosh HaKadosh Baruch Hu Zakei Yisrael, V'Sufa, Yisrael Shenamar.